내 침대 전부 살아왔. 공장에 배당은 기드 한가르게 Sejak kasih satu, nombor jumlah nanti juga lagi. Nanti lima nombor ganti tu, nanti juga lagi. Nanti persen tahu tu, jadi udah tu, mungkin semua lagi boleh kira, dan yang lain-lain. Ini kisah lagi. 옳지, 덕신 남이 덕석라도.
My name is Jigme Lama, also known as Nar Lama. I'm from Humla, a neighboring district of Dolpa, and I studied rural development and also cultural studies. Dolpa is geographically one of the biggest districts in Nepal, but also one of the most remote. When I was young, we still lived in a traditional society. People lived in subsistence agriculture. They had animal husbandry and they traded with Tibet and they lived a traditional lifestyle. But since the last few decades, things have changed. The traditional way of livelihood is dying out. And because there's no alternative income sources developing, people are moving out. Their culture and tradition is dying out with that. And right now, the people in the Himalayas, right, they are in the verge of actually losing their culture and traditions.
Ngay min pamma sang mare nga to yul ki min la rike ngan ni nyan ni uni jang nei chak hung te le rong la phin de rong ba chan la chong kyap te du khung te nye sa re to ti du pheka nye sa pheka tang la khu tanda ni mi yere di to izu ko nang gut kyap te nye la ni Tindani Shaya Singmindu, Tindani Tungye Singmindu.
Naming la Yungdung, Aninga, that the Sajetilang Salon Shiko, the Nip Hamatama de la de Ore, Ani Umazuda de la Nami Dundo Shure, Tatanda Nami Shimeshimar, Kachinana, the true Mambushi Chilola, Lobson Shanche, Nitatanda, the Lega would Raimindaya, teach you any Namimache Dinema, the Pune Sashindala Duda, and also the Namishi Slasso, the Tangara Chujune de la Salon Chegui, and the Tabisala Labne, ni Carmundula, ni SH Tang, and this is de la Gauloli, that de Nomado Redua, and that Chesa Tagara, Tapado, Lobson Chatule, Lega Minduya, and this is that the Lumbatitis Capodo Chadu. Also the Pisha Satan Shura did the Jumuni Candelani, Tanzo one Chala Ya Kenile, and Della Tonga, and Chin Tanzo, Mr. Tiske, Pisha, the Radu do yo. Shindata Maola Tonga, and so Shingata and Sign Mewa, and to do the Delarang and Tonga and Pisha Dizo Ragus of Mitsiki.
Right now, because of the lack of economic opportunities, millions of Nepalese people are going overseas and working on very difficult conditions, risky conditions. And I think that I have to, as a person, as well as I've been trying through other development projects too, that we have to do something to stop this trend. I go back to the mountain communities to visit my home as a part of, and also as a part of my work, and I see that there is a desperate need of a new or an alternative form of economic opportunities, and I think tourism can be one of those economic opportunities.
Nyani dandani nyani kukyola orang sembati tungma tete ta unani mini doidu tikani doidu nyelani songni midu chola ongdu nyani lungbani arong kita o tene ti ongyani lamkyok tungta ongyani midu.
In the past, I was part of several tourism development programs, and also I have seen how tourism has evolved in this and other part of Nepal. And usually, the tourists, they pass through the villages and the landscapes and the attractions, and they just pass through, and without much interaction with the people there, with the landscape. So in that manner, they don't benefit, they don't get the richer experience at one hand. And on the other hand, actually the people receive very little or no benefit at all. And so the Dolpa, the upper Dolpa, the Phoksundo region in that regard, in a similar way, actually receive some tourists, but still very few people benefit from it, because the tourists actually, they just pass through it without any interaction with the locals, without spending any significant time in the locality.
मेरो नाम पुष्पा गुरुङ हो अनि बस्ने र्याची गाउँ यही नै पर्यो अनि त्यस्तै सानो उमेरमै नै बुवा आमा बितेर अनि गाह्रो अवस्था भाइलाई पनि पढाउन गाह्रो अवस्था भयो अनि भाइलाई मैले सँगै च्यापेर सुताएर हुर्काएर अनि अहिले पढाउनु पठाएको अब त्यस्तै हेरेर अब भाइले पनि पढ्ने भन्छ अब आर्थिकले धान्दैन अनि विदेश अब बाहिरतिर नै जाने भन्ने कुराहरू गर्छ अब सक्दो परेछ आफूले उ चाहियो भने यता आफ्नो गाउँतिर नै ल्याएर आफ्नो गाउँतिर नै बनाएर राख्ने भनेको विचार त अब त्यस्तो छ त्यही पनि आफ्नो ठाउँमा काम पाएन भने बाहिरतिर जाने अरे अब बाहिरतिर के हुन्छ कसो हुन्छ अब त्यो पनि हामीलाई थाहा छैन त्यस्तै अब एसएलसी दिँदाखेरि बुवा बितेर अब गाह्रो भयो कार्तिक महिना ऊ पठाएको पुस 11 गते बुवा बित्यो अनि त्यस्तै गरेर एसएलसी दिएर अब 1 वर्ष आर्थिक पनि भएन घरमै राखियो अनि पोहोरको साल असारको महिना यताउता गरेर पठाएँ त्यस्तै अब गाह्रो नै छ हाम्रो ठाउँको अब यस्तो हेर्दाखेरि त्यस्तै गरेर अब भाइहरू पनि होटल म्यानेजमेन्ट पढ्नुहुन्छ अनि त्यस्तै अब यहाँतिर पनि विदेशीहरू धेरै चलेपछि हामीलाई धेरै पछिकोलाई आयसो बढ्दै जाने हामीलाई धेरै राम्रो पनि हुने भाइहरूले पनि अब काम पाउन सक्छ कि भन्ने आशा हामीलाई लागेछ अब त्यस्तै भाइहरू अब अनि यहाँ काम इनकेस अब विदेशीहरू धेरै आएन भने पछि आयस्य पनि हामीलाई पनि बढ्नलाई पनि छैन अब उहाँहरू आउनुभयो भने हामीलाई आयसो परिरहने हामीलाई एउटा जस सुविधाहरू पनि भइरहने अनि भाइले पनि अलि भोलिको दिनमा कामहरू पाएपछि आफ्नो ठाउँमा चलाउने भन्ने आशा धेरै छ त्यति त हो नि
So based on my several years of experience, I would like to suggest the tourists visiting here to really not only enjoy the landscape, but really interact with the people. There are so many interesting things to see. There are so many interesting people to meet, and so many interesting things to do. So I would suggest to spend more time there in the landscape. Spend more time with the people. Interact with the people. Interact and hear the stories and spiritual, or different cultural, traditions. And that way, actually, there's a way that suddenly you'll have a richer experience. You'll have a enhanced experience suddenly, and that will benefit the local people, and in the end that will also actually benefit the visitors.
interest in sitting the mean and amji ta ngaso Phoksundo la amji maybe toning kangi jimputan and then Durpatilla amji logo doing something in Jangin ani take it to ta ngazati Phoksundo la litical and mean Jangi tasting ngaso Kanla Volta, the Lumbadilla amji means at the Gangi she would to do and Dilla Ngazatangi Kansuki. Chachirang sugar something in Ravasaboyu and Mambata, Kosogi, Amzi, Kirim Madon Zela Lepiri, Kosogi Legal Chicken, Ragi Ragoto, and Ragi, and that is some top Malap Nagin Nizan Alapusim Dio, and Pusim Nalatic, the Paila, Lopes, Samatio, and Nita Nala Lepson Jumzumri, Takoto. And then also the Abamani Nizaki make it sounds at the make it such a matter on Sasatical and Pugutikita and quality singing, Lapasing, the Kajira, some Gidu, and Indicalang and Pugutik, mean naturalizing music, Pomen Sonata, Jamin Sonata, is in the doctor Lap to lot of Jagi and Samazi. All also one in Tang, the Mazamin, the Sohagi Kola and mean to tang YouTube Kola Tisic Mazo Missing New Base and Ganan Kerba Base and Tisic the legacy to Pekang to and kinds and Tatangasoki, Kana Kotati, Yulum Kyobo in Base and Della Lutu, Mixati Mixon Yamare, Atangaso Tati, Dicone and Menza Tuyatang Soyatang and indeed. Tungyatang, Yatang, Kuyatang, these were paid to no support on this Togo Sare, and they can this can take it to any decolanga, run down the taking on and Suroji in Revasamputi. Tala never lies it down as the money item Togi is the Salsic Ray. The item Tobu Java Tala members and Tagon of Togi Javo, Takon Tala members, Sinsa Isig Laziki, Mary, Takon Tala never lies me, Sitam Jumbo, Takon be Sitam Togi Javo, Senam Namjis, Dongi, Chen Tala never Share, all this. And the one that was certain is a variety, certainty,Ganisana, Amazo Koso, Jinda, Koso, Jinda, and it's 1000 as well. Kosoki to that, Patsokin Toki to Matsoki to talk, Topatam was cool, Nidizela, and Kosola, the Tempe, Yajo Yapo, which is the animator, Lajar was some, and it is an certain the Tuto Lajal. Mings Yabari and the Langazo, some down, some did, some down, Tangazo, Temde, Laja, Lazo, Lazo, Suma, Samala, Tangazuki.
The mountain communities in general, and in particular the region of Phoksundo, it's right at the crossroads of the need of a tourism development in the region. If it is developed well, it can contribute and it can support the local people in maintaining their homes, staying in the rural areas, and preserving their culture and traditions. But if it is done wrong, it can instead it can actually harm the landscape and also the cultural traditions in the Himalayas. So looking back into my own experiences as a local of the Himalaya and also as a development worker, I see that there is an immediate need for all of us, for the local people as well as outsiders, to really support the mountain communities in alternative economic opportunities, so they can actually stay in rural areas, mountain areas, maintain their culture and tradition, and thus preserve the landscape of the Himalayas, culture in the natural landscape of the Himalayas, and so maintain the the identity of who they are and the landscape where they live in.
Ta không cho yesil ji thanda re ta yang Kathmandu la dojong tong ko ta dojong tang na ta achama la pension me pension yong ye town ni me chuk ta te chuk ta lobsi mi mulu ki tu ne lovindu ta che ne tu lom mi thona te tanda tong nge na si cha ti rok lam cheong si cha ti rok lam chayong na te nga si cha la la tang tong na aste ta as che sa sing min do
पहिला अनि पोखरातिर ट्रेडिङ गर्दाखेरि जिग्मे दाइहरूले बोलाउनु भएको थियो अनि त्यहाँबाट ट्रेडिङ गरेर आउँदा धेरै कुराहरू सिक्यो अनि त्यो कुराहरू हाम्रो धेरै जसो प्रयोगमा आएन विदेशीहरू कमै आयो कुनै कुराहरू हामीले भुलिसक्यो अब बिर्सेर अब धेरै कुराहरू याद पनि छैन त्यस्तै गरेर अब योदेखि पछिको कुराहरू हामीहरूले पनि कुनै कुराहरू सिक्न पाए अनि कुनै विदेशीहरू पनि धेरै चल्यो भने हाम्रो पनि कुनै आर्थिकहरू पनि होटल व्यवसायहरू पनि राम्रो चल्ला भन्ने हाम्रो ठुलो आशा छ
आता तंग नंगे जसम देश नंगा नौ से ओजिक काला करता जी नंगा नौ से गाजो जिंजन नौ से दीदी यो पाटों से सोगो सन नंगा ता साची नौ से तिंग बाई नहीं ना ता ससुला बम्जो में जाते कल देश काला करता तो masuk rah, ini dah nila lalu dah masuk, ini ina dah tatang dia syuk sempat, rewa sempat.
Te nitu la tina keci rok lam, yang keci yang dinara anak pinne nitu la kai koi, saya kai koi, tina yang keci tu nitu la lopsong la, tong do tene, tenya kusi tela kusi do, tenya kate tu kim di kemi otak. Di cica otak di lamgane ke tontum na nye cepela celanya la celangnya guncel guncel